You've tuned in to the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
You realize what you've done?
With Rich Liebig.
The real gangster plays his cards, right?
And Michael Costanzo.
What was that you just read?
Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news.
Good times, noodle salad.
The point is, you now have the ability to be happy.
And now, here's Rich and Mike on the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
Woo! Yeah! How you guys doing?
What's up, everybody?
It is time for this week's episode of the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. We've got sports, we've got entertainment, we've got odd news, all of that, as well as whatever we get into in this hour-long or so podcast. This is the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us on another interesting adventure in the world of podcasting.
It always is.
That's right. Before we get into the news topics at hand, Mikey, my friend, Mr. Reese's himself, he's representing the peanut butter cups.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love a good peanut butter cup. I can't deny it.
I think it's my favorite candy. I think anything Reese's, anything peanut butter in general, just immediately goes to the top of the list.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I love the dark chocolate peanut butter cups.
Well, yeah, you do love a good dark chocolate.
Oh yeah, you throw that on there. Oh yeah, I'm good.
I never got into the dark chocolate craze like everybody else did. I feel like it just kind of like passed me by.
Well, you got to get on board the bandwagon.
I try.
All right.
But anyway,
besides that, how are you doing over there, Mr. Costanzo?
pretty good. We had a busy weekend this past weekend. We did a day down in Bethany, Delaware, with my fiance's family. So kind of like the first, like, we're trying to make like an annual tradition of it, of going down the shore with both families. Like, we'll do a week in Ocean City with my family, and then we want to try and do a week in Bethany with her family. So this was like the first time that we've done that, and it was nice. Bethany is a nice little sleepy beach town for the most part. You know, I was very surprised coming from an Ocean City, New Jersey family to see a small beach town like that. I haven't been in a small beach town in decades. You know, in Ocean City, and Ocean City's not even the biggest. The biggest is like Wildwood. Wild is like monstrous. But like in Ocean City, you have your pick of any pizza place, any French fry place, any arcade, there's like all these options there. You have 2 French fry places. You got 1 Core Brothers ice cream. You got 1 pizza place. I was like, is this it? This is the whole
Are you
boardwalk?
not entertained?
No.
How dare you?
No, it was a very stark contrast to Ocean City, but it was much appreciated.
This cannot be made good. It's shameful. It's a shameful day.
It wasn't shameful. It was a nice contrast to Ocean City, and that it was nice and relaxing.
The way you were talking made it sound like it wasn't up to your expectations.
No, I mean, would I have liked a little bit more? I mean, I guess, sure, but I liked the slower pace of things, because sometimes in Ocean City, it's just like there's so many people and bikes and Surreys, and the seagulls are so vicious in Ocean City. There were like no seagulls at all. I was like surprised how there was just a complete lack of aerial assault seagulls at any given time. Like, you're fighting for your life against the Ocean City seagulls, but they were like totally chill in Bethany. I don't know if it's like a Delaware seagull thing versus a Jersey seagull thing.
Yeah, the Jersey seagulls are assholes.
But they are, though.
Yeah.
They'll
steal your food right directly from you.
They will. I watched one snatch a sandwich out of my cousin's hands a few years ago. Like, swooped right under the umbrella and stole it.
We ain't messing around here in Jersey.
No, they don't mess around. So, but Bethany was nice. I've also been watching the new season of King of the Hill.
Yeah, there you go.
After being off the air for 14 years. It's still good. It's very funny. I was a fan off and on of the original run.
Mike Judge is always hilarious.
He's funny. Yeah. So if you haven't yet, go check out the new season. It's the humor's been nicely updated for modern times, and still has, like, you know, Hank Hill is just still such a funny character. with his bewilderment at anything new and different.
What? I'll tell you what.
Tell you what.
Boy, I tell you, some of the things that have been going on in this day and age, I'm sure he's got some interesting reactions.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. They had a whole episode, you would appreciate it, where they were angry at the idea of soccer. They were like, soccer's taken over. They're like, what kind of sport doesn't have tackling in it? But the gimmick is that Hank Hill is actually a secret soccer fan. And so he has to like hide his soccer fan, shame from his alley friends. It's funny. You got to check it out. It's very funny, yeah. So yeah, new season of King of the Hill as well.
Did they mention any of my points when it comes to soccer?
Just that they just don't like the fact that there's no tackling.
Okay.
They got to have tackling in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, one of my biggest things is I can't believe, I guess in the NFL it's possible, but it's highly unlikely. I don't like the fact the game could actually end in a 0-0 tie. That seems preposterous to me. Literally,
Yeah.
what did you guys do for 90 minutes? You did absolutely nothing.
90 minutes plus, what's it called? Stoppage time, which is a whole other weird concept.
Yeah, and then
or extra time. I don't know. Extra time or stoppage time or both?
both. I think there's both.
Too much extra time. Just play the game.
Yeah.
Or you got to add extra time. You had 90 minutes.
If no one scored in 90 minutes, your sport sucks. I'm sorry.
I don't know. They should make like the nets bigger or something to promote more scoring.
No. The field should be smaller. That's another thing I hate with soccer. The
Yeah.
field is too big.
Yeah.
Like a soccer pitch is entirely too big. At least hockey, it's contained. Like
Fill it with more guys or make the goals bigger. They got to do something to like expedite the process a little bit.
I hate soccer. I'm sorry. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Didn't we just have some of the? This is how dumb I am when it comes to soccer. The World Cup games here in
We had
the
a
region.
few, yeah.
Even with that, you still don't like it.
World Cup is a little bit better because at least there's a lot of passion from the fan bases.
Right.
I did get swept up. What was it, like 5 years ago or so, or not? That was COVID. I don't know. Whenever was the last World Cup before COVID? There was like a whole thing with like Britain, Ukraine, Germany. That was really cool because it felt like none of those teams had won in quite some time.
Oh, I don't remember that at all.
And it was a while ago. And obviously we know Doobie. Doobie's a big Ukrainian.
Yep.
He was rooting for his team. I had a couple friends that were rooting for Germany. I had a couple friends rooting for Britain. It was like,
and you were just caught in the middle, watching the back and forth.
like I wanted somebody. I really wanted, someone.
You wanted an underdog. You didn't want one of the big, like, what is it, like
Spain.
France, Italy, Germany, Spain.
Yeah. Brazil, I think is one of them.
Brazil's another big one.
Yeah. So I don't know. The World Cup is a little bit different. There's kind of the whole prestige with like representing your country and stuff.
Right.
All that's fine. And it's only like every 4 years, or it's like the Olympics.
You can tolerate every 4 years.
Yeah.
Although you don't like the Olympics either.
I'm not a big Olympics guy. Yeah.
But the sports are weird. Have you watched curling?
They could get weirder.
Did you watch breakdancing this year? I guarantee you they cannot get weirder.
No, I didn't. Watch
They have
breakdancing.
reached peak weirdness.
No.
Go back and watch some of those breakdancing clips. That is peak weirdness. I cannot believe that breakdancing got into the Olympics before freaking American football. That is actually a crime against humanity.
Yeah, that's why I don't watch the Olympics. How dare they?
How dare they?
Football is the number one. Gridiron football is the number one sport, not that fake.
See,
football.
I feel like Mike Judge should have consulted with us on the
Yes.
soccer football episode.
Yeah.
And he's only got like 20 minutes anyway. They're short episodes. So he couldn't put all our ranting and raving in there.
Yeah.
He would need to do like a 2-hour special.
And all the parents out there that say that, like,
Are you going to start? Don't attack the parents.
No,
What's
I am.
wrong with you?
No,
Oh my
all the
God.
parents out there, they're like, oh, my kid is so cute running around on the field on soccer. No, you're using soccer as a way to get them tired so they fall asleep when they get home. I know what you are up to.
I mean, that's not a bad thing necessarily.
No, that's fine. Do what you have to do.
Just be honest.
But be honest. The actual
Right.
game itself is boring.
Yeah, I'll respect them if
And
they're honest
that's a
about
lot saying I love golf. So take that.
it. It's true. It's for him to say you like the pinnacle of boring sports, but somehow you find soccer even more boring.
I do.
That does say something about soccer.
So
Nothing
could end
happens.
The
Nothing
fact
happens.
the game can end 0-0 bothers me.
Like, here's the thing.
Come on.
Even in golf, I'm about to give golf credit.
Thank you.
Even in golf, it's slow, and if you don't really know what you're looking for, it can just seem very samey. But at least things are happening moment to moment. I feel like in soccer, a lot of times I'm watching, and like nothing is going on.
Yeah.
Like
You
the
feel
ball's
like-
just going back and forth and back
You
and
feel
forth.
like Kent Brockman. Jorge passes it to Jimenez. Jimenez passes it to
Right.
Olga. Olga back to Jimenez.
Right. And like every once in a while there's like a moment of action where they take a shot on goal, but it's few and far between. At least in golf, every hole ends with them, trying to finesse it into the hole. It's like a little showdown between the golfer and the course. But
Thank you.
in soccer it's just kind of like,
Thank you.
I don't know where this segment is going. I was just supposed to be talking about beaches and King of the Hill.
Yeah, but thank you.
Yeah, sure.
I will accept your alliance.
The enemy of my enemy is I messed that up.
No, you're not the enemy.
The
of
enemy
my
of my enemy
is
is my friend. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so
Yep.
we must unite in our hatred over golf.
Yeah.
Or sorry, over soccer.
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 Oh, soccer.
Soccer, not
Yeah.
golf.
All right.
So
There you
anyway,
go.
that's what I was up to. What have you been up to?
Enough bashing soccer.
No.
I did a summary thing.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Were you out in the summer?
Yes,
Uh-oh.
I was.
What did you do?
I was in a pool.
Oh.
That's why. I did a little.
That is a summary thing, and it is outside.
Yes.
So that's
And-
okay. That's good.
And I can handle outside if I have a whole bunch of cold water surrounding my body.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
As long as that's happening, all right, I'm A-okay. So,
Well, that's
yeah.
nice. Nice pool day.
yeah, it's been a while since I've been in a pool other than like I guess I forgot about Rehoboth. We 4th of July I go in a pool. But other than that, I'm talking about like
on the regular.
a
Yeah.
non-regular pool day
Right.
that happened. Why am I so awkward talking about a pool day?
I don't know. It's like a hole with water in it. It's like a pool. Like I went to the pool. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
why.
It's just weird. Yeah, I don't find
You just-
myself outside that much.
You just had a pool day. That's nice.
Yeah, it was nice. It was a nice change of pace.
Took a dip. Now, my favorite thing about pool days is like after you get in the pool, you get out and you can because you're still kind of like chilly from the water, so the heat isn't as bad and it's actually kind of pleasant for like a few minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before it starts to get uncomfortable again.
Yeah. I think that lasts like 3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah.
So that's the only way I can stay outside is I need a whole bunch of cold water surrounding my body.
That's
Thank
a good way to do it.
Thank you.
Do you have
So-
do you have a nice cold beverage and some food and
Yeah. It was a nice
Nice.
relaxing Sunday we had. Yeah.
Nice, very nice.
So there you go. That's I wanted to update everybody on that.
Excellent.
Yes. With that out of the way, let's actually jump into news topics. We went a little off kilter there with the soccer discussion. So let's bring it back and officially launch the first batch of topics that revolve around sports. It is officially time for the Sports Sampler.
So you're not good at sports. It's a very small part of life.
Sports. In your face. Ha ha!
That's right. Sports coming at you in your face here. We are officially in the NFL preseason, so the hype train is starting up. Everybody is excited. All 32 NFL teams' fan bases all believe that this could be their year. Everybody's back at 0-0. We have preseason games that are happening, but that's really just to determine kind of the depth chart rankings and which players are going to get cut when it is time in August before the season starts. So all that excitement is happening right now. So as what is kind of, is expected, everybody's looking towards the future. And one of the things that happens is an annual quarterback rankings list that comes out around this time by The Athletic. And last year we talked about this same one where they seemingly kind of dismissed Jalen Hurts. Definitely not a top 5 quarterback. A lot of the anonymous GMs and scouts said that Jalen Hurts was not a top 5 quarterback, but they kind of did the average of where they would rank him, and he kind of fell into this top 10 where he's like 9 or 10, somewhere around there. That happened last year. We all saw the Super Bowl. We all saw that Jalen Hurts won Super Bowl MVP, and I was like, okay, I bet you he climbed up the rankings, huh? And then I opened the article from The Athletic, and I thought I was reading last year's article, but no, it was the same ranking. Hurts is stuck at 9th, according to The Athletic.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
The man won a Super Bowl and is a Super Bowl MVP, and he gets no increase on his ranking.
Yeah.
Discuss. Like, what?
It's very confusing, and it's a double whammy because he's ranked 9th, and he's also what they classify as a tier 2 quarterback, a quarterback who can win the game, but usually needs some other kind of element to help them do so.
The key phrase according to The Athletic, they have different tiers.
Yeah.
The key phrase is a tier 1 quarterback.
They win it by themselves.
Yeah, according to them, this quarterback can carry the team on their back.
Right.
Whatever the hell that means in football. Because
Yeah,
football has 11 players.
Football is the most team sport in all of sports, I think. It's the only sport where you can't have just one guy win the game by himself like you can in baseball or basketball.
Yeah, there's no Superman, really.
Right. Somebody made a great point online about this. How obviously Mahomes is tier 1. He can win the game by himself. And they're like, but he didn't. Like, his offensive line wasn't there.
Yeah.
We've seen in the past where if he doesn't have a line, he just falls apart. And he doesn't just, like, fall apart a little bit. He falls apart, like, a lot of it.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, so without further ado, for those that are on the video feed.
Let's do the ranking.
Yeah, there you go. If you're on the video feed, you get the advantage of actually seeing the list from The Athletic. They put Patrick Mahomes at 1. Burrow also tied for 1. Burrow and Mahomes are both tied. That's interesting. I didn't realize that going through, but all my anger is at Hurts. Like,
yeah. Well, let's continue through until we get to Hurts because there's a while.
Yeah.
So we got Mahomes and Burrow tied at 1, Josh Allen 3, Lamar Jackson at 4, Matt Stafford at 5. That rounds out tier 1. Those are the guys that could win it by themselves, even though none of them won the Super Bowl last year.
Yes, exactly.
So that's kind of curious.
None of them have except for Mahomes.
Actually, Burrow didn't even get a shot.
Stafford did. Stafford won a Super Bowl.
Stafford won 1 and Mahomes won 1, but Burrow didn't get a shot last year. Josh Allen got bumped. Lamar Jackson got bumped. We beat Stafford and Mahomes, so I don't know what's going on here. Let's go to tier 2. Jaden Daniels as a rookie.
Yeah.
6.
Boy.
Justin Herbert. I don't think he's won a single playoff game. 7.
Yeah, boy.
Jared Goff, 8. I mean, the Lions were very impressive, but then tied for 9th. C.J. Stroud, no playoff games, and Jalen Hurts, 2-time Super Bowl appearance, 1-time Super Bowl win, and MVP. So, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm correct in saying that Jalen Hurts has personally beat, I think, at least 7 out of those 8 quarterbacks above him.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Yes.
Just this past season, he beat Mahomes, Burrow, Jackson, Stafford, Daniels twice.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Just in 2024, he beat like 5 of them.
What more is Jalen Hurts expected to do to climb up this list? Like, what? Win a second Super Bowl? Oh, like none of these guys have like.
Burrow hasn't been to 1. Allen hasn't been to 1. Jackson hasn't been to 1. Daniels hasn't been to 1. Herbert hasn't been to 1. I mean, I sound like a broken record on purpose.
Yeah.
The only players here that have been to Super Bowls are Mahomes, Stafford, and Hurts. And there's a gulf between Mahomes, Stafford, and Hurts, and it's ridiculous and a little offensive, honestly.
If Hurts really does like that whole motivation, like, you know, whenever they doubt me, like I'm going to crank it up. This should be hanging up in his locker.
The Hurts.
This is stupid.
The Hurts hate is ridiculous, and I'm saying that as somebody who has historically on this podcast said that Hurts isn't the guy.
Yeah.
Always a little tongue-in-cheek. I hope people realize that because Hurts makes that team so much better.
Yeah. I don't like what more is he supposed to do? He's the reigning Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
Like how else does and who are these other quarterbacks that put the team on their back? Because like we said, Mahomes could, but if the offensive line really lets the defensive pressure come through, like what happened in the Super Bowl, he can't do anything.
Also, if Burrow is putting the team on his back, why has he not had a winning season recently?
Well, he got hurt. What was it, last 2 seasons?
Okay. Well, you can't put anything on your back if you're injured.
Right. Josh Allen puts up great records, but then the Bills can't progress in the playoffs.
I think Allen and Jackson do put the whole team on their backs, but they still can't get it done. At the end of the day, I think the most important thing is winning. And while all of these quarterbacks have a history of winning, only one of them last year won it all, and that was Hurts. And again, he beat at least 5 of them on his way to winning it all. So in my mind, I'm not saying he is the number 1 overall quarterback by any means, but I think that he comfortably sits in like that 5 to 7 at the very lowest range. And the fact that he's a tier 2 instead of a tier 1, like you could move him up to 6 and extend tier 1, 1 spot. I just think like it's such a snub to be tied for 9th with CJ Stroud, who hasn't done anything. I mean, not that he's not done anything, but he's done nothing of significance so far in his young career.
Justin Herbert, as much as I am excited to see how the Chargers do in year 2 with Jim Harbaugh in that division where the Chiefs potentially might have gotten a little bit weaker and there might be a change of the guard in that division.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert was in the first round of the playoff game last year and blew it to the Texans.
Yeah.
Like, how does he get ahead? CJ Stroud was hurt last year. How does he get ahead? Goff, sorry to say, Lions, you guys blew it in the first playoff game that you had.
Yeah.
In what should have been this should have been their year.
Absolutely.
And Goff is like, what? I don't understand the lot.
How about Jaden Daniels as a rookie?
1 year.
1 year.
1 year into this.
Yes, he was very impressive. But 1 year shoots him up to 6, and Hurts has been doing this for 4 years?
He was very impressive on the back half of this past year and the playoffs.
Right.
It wasn't like he was dominating from the start.
And remind me again, what quarterback beat him twice, once in the regular season, once in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Jalen Hurts. I don't understand how your 9th ranked quarterback can beat most of the guys ranked ahead of him.
I hope Jalen Hurts puts this on his locker. Like if you want to keep adding fuel to the fire, there you go. This is another thing to put on there.
Yeah.
After a Super Bowl win and a Super Bowl MVP, he's still 9th. What?
That's just
what was he supposed to do?
Tell
me what is the step up that Hurts has to do to crack the top 5?
Like if he somehow makes it back and wins it again, do you think he moves up?
No, he stays. He gets decreased.
Actually, 10th.
Yeah, he falls back a spot.
The defense was still too good. He moves back a spot.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley had too many rushing yards. 11th now. Yeah, like he's ranked 1 above Baker Mayfield. And that's not a knock against Mayfield. I think Mayfield is,
I'll tell you what,
is a very good quarterback.
He's a very good quarterback, and he usually torches the Eagles' defense.
He does. But like to be ranked 1 ahead of Mayfield and
Which
on
is
par.
funny, I'm going to get into that in the next segment. So
yeah. But to be ranked 1 ahead of Mayfield and tied with CJ Stroud is just ridiculous. He's the Super Bowl MVP, reigning champion.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
That's the way I feel about the Athletic.
It's silly. It's just very silly.
By the way, it's funny that Kenny Pickett rounds out the list at 34th best quarterback.
He has a tier all to himself. and if you actually read the article, the tier 5 is like only a backup. Like never amounts to anything else. Poor Kenny Pickett. He's a Super Bowl champion too.
He did take snaps in the Super Bowl.
He did.
Hey, yeah, which of these quarterbacks haven't taken Super Bowl snaps?
Right.
Kenny Pickett has an argument against them.
You know what's funny is that there's 34 players. So Kenny Pickett should be a little bit higher because there's 34 players on this list. of those 34 players, only 3 of them have taken snaps in the Super Bowl. Kenny Pickett is one of 3 quarterbacks to take snaps in the Super Bowl. Come on now.
Yep.
Should at least be 33.
Take that, everybody
That's
else.
all I'm saying. It should at least be 33.
Yep. So there you go. Athletic, you're on notice. I don't like you guys. This is a stupid list. Don't like it.
Ridiculous. All right.
All right. Well, speaking of looking ahead and what I mentioned with the Buccaneers, one of the opponents the Eagles will face this season is the Buccaneers. And it's an annual thing that we like to do. So we figured that since the Eagles had their first preseason game, it's appropriate now. The season is on the horizon. It's in the it's in the forecast coming up within the next couple weeks. So it's time for our annual prediction of the Eagles' schedule. It is time. We've got the schedule up on the screen for our video watchers there as well. So how about this, Mike? Without further ado, should we just launch into this week by week, see where we think the Eagles are going to fall?
Yeah, let's do it. So, all right, week 1, opening the season with Dallas. It's a Thursday night game. Sure, why not? We're riding high off the Super Bowl win. They're coming into town. What a better way to open up the season than by making a statement as the defending Super Bowl champs. I think that Dallas has a lot of off-the-field issues. I think the Eagles are coming back mostly intact from last year. I don't see any reason why we should take that big of a step backwards in week 1. It's usually more of a toss-up game week 1. Teams haven't fully installed their packages and, all the things they want to do for that season yet. But I think having less drama compared to the Cowboys is going to help us here in that type of situation. I think it's a win.
Yeah, I think Dallas has been going through a lot of chaos. That doesn't bode well. And, of course, this is going to be the night that they hang the Super Bowl banner.
Yeah.
I would be very disappointed if the Eagles blow this game. I don't think they will. I think this is definitely a win to start off the season.
Yeah. Week 2, the rematch. Kansas City traveling to Arrowhead to face off against the Chiefs. I'm just going to say it. Go ahead. Let them have the regular season one.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be the same situation as the Eagles in 2023. We're going to go in there. We're going to be like, yeah, we beat you. And then our season fell apart. I'm not saying the Chiefs are going to, host us and beat us and then fall apart, but I think they will probably win.
2 big things going against the Eagles on this game. This one is at Arrowhead, so that's a tough place to play. And yeah, usually when somebody gets knocked out of the Super Bowl, they come at you with 150%. It's a little bit more fuel to the fire.
They have something to prove. Meanwhile, for us, it's just week 2.
And we embarrassed them in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
So I think the Chiefs are gonna.
They're gonna pull out all the stops. They're gonna play super aggressive, and I mean, good for them. I mean, that can be their Super Bowl for 2025 if they like.
Yep.
Week 3, we head back home to face off against LA, the Rams. We beat them in the division round, but they put up quite a bit of a fight. I still think that we can handle them. I think we match up well against them. We have a good secondary to match up against their wide receivers. Matt Stafford is another year older, and we're just younger on defense than and I think it causes matchup problems for them. I think we should be able to handle the Rams, especially at home.
All right. I actually agree with you on this. I think this is kind of too early in the season.
Yeah.
The Rams still the Rams still have a lot of kind of different parts to figure out. I believe the Rams will be a threat later in the season.
Right.
I think right off the bat here is a bad spot for them, especially going up against, trying to make a statement.
Right.
So I do think the Eagles do pull off the win against the Rams, especially with the Rams coming to East Coast too. That's another thing working against them.
Right. Exactly. Then we have
Here we go.
Then we have somewhat of an easier trip down south to face off against Tampa Bay.
Okay, go ahead.
It's a road game. I know you already don't like this one, and I feel like every time we travel to Tampa, it ends badly. We either have a bad game, something goes wrong, we just outright lose. For some reason, Baker Mayfield, like you alluded to, just tears us up. I like to believe that we're better than Tampa Bay. And, I feel like we should be able to beat them, but for some reason, I'm not fully convinced that we can. Out of all of these first initial games, this one is the one I'm most 50-50 on. I'm gonna say win just because we're better on paper. But I have a feeling you're gonna say that they're gonna drop a second game here.
Yep. I don't like this matchup. This is away.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay, especially still it's still relatively early in the season. It's gonna be.
We always play them around this spot, and they
Yeah.
always give us headaches.
It's a tough spot. It's hot. It's humid. They just always seem to have our number.
I'm pretty sure this is where we played them last year
Yeah,
too.
it is. And it was a loss. It was a surprising loss too. So I'm going loss. I think they go 2-2 to start off September.
I'm already regretting my decision. No, honestly, out of these first four, that's the one I'm the most 50-50 on.
Okay.
But then after Tampa Bay, we traveled to Denver to face off against the Broncos. I think we should be able to handle the Broncos. They are a talented team. Pat Surtain, excellent corner, going to give our wide receivers fits. But I just think that right now we're more experienced. We're more talented overall. We're hosting Denver, so we actually don't have to go there. Sorry, I said we were going to Denver. So I think we should be able to handle them even better than not having to travel out there.
I agree, and I don't see Bo Nix as an explosive offensive threat yet. He may be down the road, but I don't think so.
He has some talent, but he just needs time.
Yeah. And also, I just don't like Sean Payton. I hope the Eagles.
That too.
I hope the Eagles crush him. Sean Payton always rubs me the wrong way.
He's a punk.
So I'm going with the Eagles. Take care of business with that one.
Yeah. Week 6, we travel to the Meadowlands to face off against the Giants in Thursday Night Football. That's a win.
Yeah.
nice and easy.
If they have problems with the Giants, that's not a good sign.
That's not good.
No.
So pretty simple one there. Week 7, traveling back-to-back away games. Little concerning, especially coming off of a Thursday night game. Actually, that gives them a little bit more time.
A little bit of a mini bye.
That's right. But against the Vikings are a big question mark for me.
Yeah, it's all about J.J. McCarthy.
Like, if he can play the way they clearly think he can, they will be a good team. If he struggles, because this is
really his rookie campaign.
This is really
his
rookie year. And I think, again, the Eagles, right now, this team has gelled after last season. They have that experience. They have the talent. It's going to be really tough for a rookie to face off against Vic Fangio's defense. Yeah, I think this is a win for us.
I do as well. Vegas has really limited their win-loss over-under. They think they are not going to match last year's. So
what is it? What is the over?
I think it's like 9, which is amazing considering last year they had 14 wins.
Yeah.
So they don't believe in them.
Well, a change at quarterback is a big change in the NFL. Yeah. It's not like swapping out like a right guard or something.
Yeah. So Vegas doesn't believe them. I'm gonna lean into that as well.
Yeah. Well, after our 2 weeks away, we come back home to face off against the Giants. That's also a win.
That better be a win. Yeah.
And I think that's a great opportunity to have a really good first half of the season heading into the bye. What do you...
Go ahead, yeah, whatever you want to say.
Well, no, I think that's a good, strong first half of the season. And then coming out of the bye, we get a Monday night game against Green Bay in Green Bay. I feel like this one could be a tough one, but I still like the Eagles. We faced off against them, it was once last year, not twice. It was a nail-biter to open the season. I think we'll be okay, especially with the extra time. I'm going win with Green Bay.
All right, you're going to go with a win?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to completely disagree with everything you just said.
All right, fantastic.
Unfortunately, I've seemed to have noticed that the bye week is kind of like an opposite switch.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there are certain points where the bye week helps you, and there's certain points where the bye week doesn't help you. And I hate to say it, but the Eagles coming on are going to be winning. In my situation, they're going to be winning 4 games in a row. They're going to be on a 4-game winning streak.
So you think they're going
to go into the bye?
I see what you're saying.
And it's going to cut off the momentum. That's an unlucky time to have that bye week there, in my opinion. And going to Green Bay at Lambeau, and we knocked out Green Bay last year too. I think they're going to come in a little bit flat. I think they're going to lose that one.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
You really think Green Bay is that big of a threat?
Green Bay has a lot of wide receiver talent that has really gone under the radar this past year or two. I think they're gonna be a formidable opponent.
Okay, all right.
And
Well,
sometimes it's just about timing. I think this is in terms of the schedule and timing, that's a tough spot.
well, then this next game against the Lions, this is also tough. Back-to-back primetime games. I think if your scenario holds true, I think the Eagles absolutely come out and win against the Lions at home because this was the one top team last year that we didn't get a chance to play. It was the one team everybody's like, if the Eagles played the Lions, Well, we didn't, and we won the Super Bowl. I think they're going to use this as an opportunity to put a further statement on the fact that they are one of the best teams in the league still in 2025. Whether they win or lose at Green Bay, this is their first big statement game, I think, of the season.
So you're going win?
I'm going win.
Okay. I'm going to disagree with you.
Of course you are.
I'm saying this is a loss, and this is that moment in the season. I'm calling it right here. Week 11. This is the moment where everyone starts panicking. This is the one. This is the one that the WIP callers start calling in.
Tanner McKee should start at quarterback. Remember in preseason when he had 3 touchdowns?
I'm calling it right here. This is the game they're going to lose to the Lions, and this is the one that everybody starts
freaking out.
Yeah, the panic. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is the Super Bowl. You can't handle Super Bowl victory pressure. Oh, this is that week. I'm calling it right here. I'm calling my panic moonshot. It's happening week 11. They're going to lose to the Lions.
So you're taking 2 losses back-to-back after the bye.
Yep.
Wow.
And I think that this it always happens. There's always
a moment.
There's always a point in the season where everyone starts freaking out. And last year was the Buccaneers game.
game. Yeah.
Oh, we gotta look at Nick Sirianni. Oh, we gotta fire Nick Sirianni. Yep. I'm gonna call it. It happens week 11 against the Lions. You're gonna lose that one.
Wow, so pessimistic.
Just right now.
Just right now. Okay. All right.
I'm weaving a narrative. I've been through so many Eagles seasons. I know how these seasons tend to fare.
It could also go the opposite of what we expect.
Right, it could.
That is also an Eagles MO.
Yes.
But next up, we have our second matchup against Dallas, this time in Dallas. I feel like they're probably going to lose this one.
Oh, okay.
I think that
Split Cowboys.
Dallas is just talented enough to give us a little bit of trouble. Just like,
and that one is in Dallas.
We will have played, whether, again, win or lose, we will have come off of 2 really tough games.
Also, technically right now, technically, you have given the Eagles an 8-game win streak.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, last year we had 10.
All right. Okay.
Why do you think it's impossible?
It's just really tough, but okay.
Last year we had 10.
All right. Okay.
So they lose Dallas, right?
All right. So you're putting them low. On my narrative, though, I think this is where they turn things around.
So we have 2 different opinions of how this of the narrative flow of this.
Right,
yeah.
we have a different narrative flow. I think this is where they turn it around against a division opponent. You know, and the Eagles actually, in this rivalry between the Eagles and the Cowboys, usually the away team does better. I don't know why. It's one of those weird things that I've noticed over time.
It's a little extra juice heading into the opposing
it's
team
like
stadium.
We're going to spoil this home crowd, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the Eagles actually pull out a win here.
Yeah, we're like complete opposites right now the past couple of weeks. I think this one we can agree on, though. That the Eagles will absolutely lose to the Bears at home. No, I'm kidding. The Eagles are going to beat the Bears at home.
Yeah, week 13.
Week 13.
Against the Bears.
This is a Friday afternoon game.
Is this Black Friday?
It might be.
I think it is. I think this is the Black Friday game.
Yeah, so 3 p.m. on a Friday. What a twist there. Yeah, I think we're going to beat the Bears.
Yeah,
there's not much to say about it.
I agree. I'm not afraid of Caleb Williams.
No.
Not yet. Maybe he'll grow.
One day he'll be good. Not right now.
No.
December 8th, Monday night. We have a lot of primetime weird scheduled games in this back half. But we have the Chargers going to L.A. to face off against the Chargers. I like the Eagles in this one. L.A. is always a second home stadium.
So that's a win?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a win. We just talked about the quarterback rankings. Justin Herbert is good. They have him ranked better than Hurts. This is a moment where you can prove them wrong.
I do love. I do not love. I am interested to see the Chargers. I think under Jim Harbaugh, under another year, I think they're going to be stronger. I'm interested to see the growth development of that team. But yeah, I think the Eagles still should be able to handle this Chargers team in their current state. So I'm going with a win as well.
Yeah. Next up, we have
The Raiders.
Week 15, the Las Vegas Raiders. We are hosting them. I think we should be able to handle the Raiders.
Yep, I do too. Raiders.
Week 16, traveling to Washington. This is a Saturday night game. It's either 4:30 or 8. I think that we beat Jaden Daniels and the Commanders at Washington in this first game.
Okay, so you're giving them a win there.
Yeah.
I agree as well in this first matchup, especially if they don't have Scary Terry.
Right.
Oof. Good luck.
Yeah, and I just think, again, to the experienced and defending champions goes the slight edge. However, that does set up for a little bit of a disappointing end of the season for me, where I think we do lose in Buffalo.
That's going to be a tough game.
Late in December, late afternoon game, on the road, second road game in a row, two very tough teams. I think that we lose to Buffalo week 17.
I agree. I think that's another spot where it's just bad timing.
And I also think that, again, this is where my narrative probably differs from yours a little bit. You have them go into their moment of doubt in the middle. I think we drop a second game in a row here to Washington at the end. Washington sealing their playoff ticket against us. Us still getting into the playoffs, obviously, but I think we close out the season with a little bit of a down note, because that's a brutal final stretch. Washington, at Bills, and then Washington at home. Could be flexed to prime time given the status of these two teams. That's a really tough stretch back to back to back.
Or it could be a situation where maybe the playoff position is already cemented.
And we might sit our starters or only play the starters for a series or two.
Yep.
I mean, either way, I think week 18, unfortunately, could probably be a loss.
Yeah, I'm going to pencil that as a loss because that would also fit with my split narrative that usually division teams split.
Yeah.
And it could be the end of the season, so it might be a situation where they might not need to play their starters.
Right. Essentially, I think they go 4-2 in the division.
All right, so are you ready for the final totals?
Let's do it.
Mike, I don't know if you realized it. You have them going 13-4.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
We went 14-3 last year. Why is that so? Everybody, see, you're doing exactly what the Athletic is doing.
No,
you
I'm
don't
not.
give them enough credit.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
What do you have? Then?
I have them down 11-6. I think they win the division comfortably.
11-6.
Yep. I think they have one of the toughest schedules out of all the teams this year.
They do. They do.
That is, and like you said, there are some brutal stretches in this part, especially at the end.
There are. That second half of the season is going to be very tough.
I
was
think
probably a little gung-ho with Green Bay and the Lions.
I think, yeah, the problem parts are going to be after the bye week in the middle of the season and the end of the season.
Yeah.
That's when the WIP callers are going to go crazy.
I could see them dropping either Green Bay or Lions. I don't see them dropping both, but I do see them closing the season with a couple of losses.
All right. Well, there you go. That's kind of our general expectations as we preview the season right there. But it is subject to change because, as we all know, plans could go right out the window.
Anything could happen
in that first week. We've seen quarterbacks go down. We've seen key players go down. So you never know.
It's a huge question mark. We also have a new offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
This season, so I'm not expecting it to be a huge change because I think they have and they like their current offensive system, but a lot of question marks still. That's what makes the NFL so exciting.
That's right. And that's what makes every team feel like they have a shot
at
winning the Super Bowl this year. You never know exactly how the season is going to play out, but I have my hunches being an Eagles fan this long. There's definitely at least one or multiple moments where everybody in Philadelphia starts panicking.
Yeah,
so
it happens every year.
I'm getting ready for it right now. All right? So don't
You're
worry.
supposed to be living the high life in the Super Bowl champion year. And already you're switching to Philly pessimism. You got to wait until at least week 2.
I will when they hang the banner up in that first game against the Dallas Cowboys. I'll be very happy. All right, but for right now, we got to leave the sports sampler at that, but don't go anywhere. We still got entertainment news and the non-fortune cookie odd news when we return from the break. This is the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Don't go anywhere.
Ready for the weekend? Happy Friday. Hi, my name's Marie, and I'm an artist who's been making Happy Friday doodles every week for over 7 years. And now you can own my art collection in this Volume 1 and Volume 2 art series. These doodles span across multiple themes, yearly festivities, various countries, languages, and more. Both coffee table books have something for everyone and are the perfect conversation starter or gift for a friend. Really, anyone who enjoys a good weekend. Available on Amazon, Ingram, BookBaby, Barnes & Noble, and more. Visit happyfridaydoodles.com/books and get your copies today. Let's celebrate the best day of the week. Happy Friday.
You just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what?
Come on.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
Get some cups.
Why did you do this to me?
Hop in the car. Get some cups.
For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Now, get your hands off there.
No, we've only got one cup.
Ta-ta and farewell.
So I guess get him in the car.
One cup, look. They even broke.
Oh, yeah, we're back here on the Crispy Noodle Podcast. We are done all of the sports news there, getting ready for the NFL season. We are very excited as Eagles fans. It is definitely something that we look forward to.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
All right. With that now out of the way, let's launch into the second part of our show. Folks, it is time for the entertainment entree.
And now, the latest in movies.
The Simpson guy writes to movies. Dear Die Hard, you rock. Especially when that guy was on the roof.
Music.
I know what that is. That's music.
Video games.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Celebrities.
You really know Warren Beatty? Yes, I do. I took a leak next to him once at the Golden Globes.
And more.
You were the all-singing, all-dancing crap of the world.
This is the entertainment entree.
All right, we are officially in entertainment entree territory. Let's kick it off with the segment where Mike is going to let you know what you should keep an eye out for this upcoming weekend with new video game movies and stuff like that. It is time for Mike's This Week in Entertainment. All right, Mikey, what do you got for the people?
All right, well, here's a blast from the past. Do you remember Eagles star cornerback Nnamdi Asomugha?
What?
Yeah, so he's making his directorial debut and also starring in his own film, The Knife.
Well, I guess that's what happens when you just rob us blind back in 2012.
He was the best. He was considered the best free agency signing of that season.
And it all went to crap.
That was the dream team year.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah. So I guess he had other passions, which included Hollywood, because his movie The Knife is getting a U.S. release this week. And apparently it's not like the Dream Team season. Critics actually loved this movie at Tribeca. It was a nominee for Best U.S. Narrative Feature, and it won for Best New Narrative Director and Best Cinematography. So,
wow.
At Tribeca Film Festival.
What is this, like Citizen Kane?
I don't know. So I'm like really interested. It also currently has a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow. All right.
So, I mean, went from the best cornerback in the league to the worst cornerback in the league to the best director right now to maybe in the future the worst director. Maybe it is an Orson Welles type situation.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But it also, for some reason, stars Manny Jacinto from The Good Place and Star Wars The Acolyte. This is the craziest film project ever.
This is like a Mad Libs.
It really is. But
name former Eagles bust.
Right.
Name
member a comedy actor
from The Acolyte.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all over the place.
But if any of that intrigues you, here's the synopsis. Blending gripping suspense, emotional depth, and sharp social commentary, The Knife tells the story of a young family whose world is thrown into chaos by the unexpected arrival of a stranger in their home. As the tension builds over one harrowing night, a determined detective races to uncover long-buried truths and the far-reaching consequences of past choices. So that is The Knife getting a limited U.S. release this week. Go check it out if you can. In television, for Eagles fans specifically, The Kingdom premieres on ESPN and Disney+. This 6-part miniseries looks at the history of the Kansas City Chiefs, and the reason why I say this is for Eagles fans is because it covers the 2024 season, and we all know how that ended. And in video games, also for Eagles fans, Madden NFL 26 comes to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Switch 2, and PC this week. Of course, featuring Eagles running back Saquon Barkley's reverse huddle on the cover, and the Super Bowl champion Eagles. So this is a must-buy for gaming Eagles fans if you have a passing interest in sports games. Lots of Eagles Super Bowl-oriented stuff.
Yay!
In entertainment. I'm loving it. That's what we're looking forward to this week in entertainment.
Yep, and don't forget, the Eagles are the Super Bowl champions.
That's right. You can say that all year long.
The Eagles are the Super Bowl champions.
The Eagles are the Super Bowl champions.
All right. What topic do you want to talk about in the entertainment entree, Mike?
Yeah, we got to sadly move away from football to entertainment. But we have an update here from a previous news article that came out a few weeks ago where AMC was now openly advertising on their website that the movie would actually start 25 to 30 minutes after the start time listed on the ticket.
Yep, and people got upset for some reason.
People got upset. I don't know whether they were shocked or whether, it was just like the realization of, it really is, you feel like there's a lot of trailers, but this like put a number to it and people got extra mad, whatever.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Right, exactly. Whatever the situation was.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Sweet Brown especially, she hates trailers.
Right. If the movie says it's going to start at 6, I want it to start at 6.
Right.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
It really does delay the whole evening, though. Like, if you go to a movie and the start time is 6, you think, I'll be out by like 8:30. Surprise! You're not out of there until 9.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah. So I guess in response to this, AMC has announced that they are going to cut their pre-show trailers and content by 4 or 5 minutes. So this came out this past week. AMC Theaters CEO making these new statements. They are saying that they are going to save time by shortening in-house reels such as the silence your phones and no talking bits that every theater chain does. So they'll cut those down a little bit. It could just say silence your phones. It doesn't have to be a whole little spectacle.
Why not? I thought it was fun. No.
That contributes to the 30 minutes.
I guess.
Come on now.
All right.
Yeah, we got your time is money.
I missed the one that was like, let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to
With like the dancing
lobby.
concessions.
Yeah, it used to be fun.
I don't mind them. I just want less of them, if possible.
Those poor little popcorn buckets.
I know. Won't anybody think of the popcorn? They're also going to save time by removing one movie trailer for every pre-roll content because they found out that they're showing an extra trailer compared to other major theater chains.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Small changes, but one less trailer, shorter in-house sizzle reels will hopefully save about 4 or 5 minutes. So instead of 25 to 30 minutes, maybe 20 to 25 minutes. Rich, what do you think? Is this, I mean, clearly this is somewhat in response to that. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Is this an indifferent thing? Like,
to me, this is an indifferent thing, but I guess for some people, this really must make a difference. They must have strict schedules with, like...
you have to admit, the half hour of trailers is a little ridiculous. That's a lot of trailers. Especially when they devote 5 minutes to Nicole Kidman telling us how we can cry in the movie theater. I'm not wrong. I hate that bit so much.
That one can go. We don't need that one. I'll agree with you on that one. But I don't know. I always kind of like the movie trailers. I always kind of thought that's like a nice thing to like get you excited for the next thing that you might want to come see in the movie theater. I don't know. I just don't know why there's like this weird like, oh man, I scheduled my night. Like the movie start time is 7. I thought it was going to end
down to the minute.
Yes, but the movie the run time's at 2 hours and 15 minutes. Therefore, I want to be out of there by 9:15.
If it's 2 hours and 16 minutes, the whole evening,
my whole night is ruined.
Ruined.
How dare you?
Done. But in all seriousness,
I have my psychic reading at 9:30, 2 p.m.
Exactly.
I must make it there on time
because that's when Uranus aligns with Neptune.
Yes,
and the reading becomes more profound.
Right.
Yeah. Everybody knows 9:32.
And then my spleen is connected to Uranus,
of
and
course,
it all
because
works.
it's a downward waxing half phase, whatever.
Gibbous moon.
Gibbous. It's a waxing gibbous gibbon.
The gibbous moon must be in actual alignment with my
Right.
spine
Right.
as the reading is happening.
Exactly.
And my spleen must be adjacent to Uranus.
Whoa. Whoa. Your spleen is in retrograde to Uranus. I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe maybe it's just not a guy thing. Maybe it's not our generation thing. The whole that.
Yeah, I don't know.
What is it? Astrology?
That.
Because astronomy is the real science.
Yeah. To go back to this though, I just don't know why this is such a big deal. Like, I don't know who is actually complaining about like the time limits. Like, are you really scheduling your night down to like 15-minute intervals?
I think the real issue was putting a hard and fast number to it. I think that unless people realize, like, I mean, think about like hidden fees and things, right? Before we knew about the fees, we kind of just paid them. And then all of a sudden when there was a number attached to it, it was like, whoa, what the heck? We used to just sit through the trailers, then the number was attached to it, and for some reason that number psychologically did something to us, and we're like, 30 minutes is totally unfair, when we'd already had 30 minutes of trailers. You just didn't have a hard and fast number, so we didn't think about it. I will say, I agree that I like the trailers. I don't like the other fluff, the Nicole Kidmans.
Yeah, that can go.
The sizzle reels, all the little gimmicky, like, you know, they're doing a whole bit where, like, all the characters and the characters' cell phones are ringing. It's like, oh my God, the cell phone. It's like, just tell us to silence the cell phone. I don't need a whole animated short to tell me that. I'm 36 years old. I can figure it out.
I don't know. I think a lot of people can't figure it out.
I mean, unfortunately, you're more right than I care to admit in that regard, because people when their phones in theaters, you're there for a reason. You paid $20 for this ticket. Put your phone away.
Yeah.
Why is your phone out? Unless you're calling 911 because you're having a heart attack, put your phone away. So I guess the long and the short of it is this 4 to 5 minute thing, like, this doesn't, to use a corporate jargon term, doesn't move the needle for me.
No.
It needs to be like 10 plus minutes. If you told me, oh, we're going to cut it from 30 minutes to like 18 minutes, I'm like, AMC, you're doing it right. But this, like, we're going to trim 3 minutes and 59 seconds. Okay. And I know why they're doing it. They're trying to convince moviegoers, don't come in late. Come in, watch our ads, because then we can charge these companies extra for showing their ads before the movie.
Yeah.
But if people start coming in 20 minutes late, then advertisers are going to be like, why are we showing our ads to theaters of nobody sitting there? You know?
Yeah.
So it's to save face. It's to save advertising dollars. If you really want to do a pro-consumer move, you just cut it all down. Cut it all down, like 10 plus minutes, right? But this saving 4 minutes thing, it's not nearly enough to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, and good luck. I don't know if AMC will get more people to attend their theaters with it, but good luck.
They're trying something, I guess. You got to try something.
Yep.
But we do have a little bit of other entertainment news to get to. This one was a story that broke last month, but we're just getting to it now. Neil Druckmann officially stepping away from the Last of Us TV series to focus on upcoming Naughty Dog games. People were a little put off by this. They're a little alarmed. Rich, what do you think? Is this a bad sign? Is this just the natural way that creative projects ebb and flow? For the creator to step away from the show after, some would say, a tumultuous season 2. How do you feel about this? Because some people online did not like season 2, just like they didn't like game 2.
Yeah.
So
I feel like they're both in the same vein. You know,
Yeah.
Nobody knows Abby yet in the TV show,
right?
And there was kind of that similar backlash when you were playing The Last of Us 2.
Yep.
I think they made a bad decision in not really exploring Abby a whole lot in season 2. I think they needed to do a little bit more with her.
Yeah. I thought they were going to do a full 10 seasons before the season came out. Then when I found, or 10 episodes.
10 episodes. Whoa.
Oh, 10 seasons. Whoa. Then when it came out that it was only 7 episodes, I was like, ooh, is that enough time? And I don't think it was, with 2020 hindsight, of course. But do you think this had anything to do with Neil Druckmann leaving, or do you think that this was just an already planned thing, and it just so happened to be that he's bouncing after season 2, after a little bit of, back and forth from the fans?
I hope that it's all, the reason why it was on the up and up, but there might have been some other issues at play with him leaving. In terms of the show, I have full faith in Craig Manson.
He's a fantastic showrunner.
Yeah. So I think if there's anybody to make sure that season 3 is better, it's definitely him. So I'm still optimistic that season 3 will be very good. But yeah, it is a little concerning to see Druckmann leave the TV show production. I mean, unless he really is like diving headfirst into like a whole new game project, and he wants to get out there as soon as possible, maybe that would be a good sign.
And I think that is the flip side of it, is that he obviously does have other responsibilities, first and foremost to his game company. So I know they have the Heretic Project or whatever coming out next year, I think.
Yep.
They're also, I believe, working on a Last of Us Part 3 behind the scenes, from what I've heard. But yeah, I think so. Him stepping away, obviously, to focus on those games. I think convenient timing, getting out before the worst of the season 2 and season 3 backlash hits. But I think that there's a silver lining that he is getting out before any major work has been done on season 3 of the show. So I guess the silver lining here is that at least he's not leaving mid-production.
Yeah.
Right? At least he's not like overseeing 2 episodes and then he's like, all right, peace.
Right.
I got to go.
This is a natural break.
Right. At least he's getting out, as you said, during a natural break, so that the transition to Craig Mazin doing it on his own is a little bit more seamless, rather than, abruptly switching things in the middle of shooting or production of season 3. That's a little bit of a silver lining, I hope. It'll be interesting to see how Craig Mazin handles the second half of The Last of Us Part 2 for Season 3.
Yeah.
Like, do you think that a fresh set of eyes could soften the blow for fans who didn't like the second half of Part 2? That maybe Neil Druckmann might be a little too close to it, and like another vision could help, kind of steer it in a slightly different direction, perhaps.
I mean, look, if anybody's going to do it, Craig Mazin is a good choice to trust with that endeavor. So, I mean, I'll definitely be okay with giving Season 3 a shot.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll still watch it, definitely.
Yeah, and anybody that isn't, just because of how Season 2 went, I mean, I think that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's only one half of the full story.
Yeah.
So you got to come back for Season 3. I like to think that Neil Druckmann leaving won't impact it too much, but I'd be foolish to say it won't impact it at all.
Right.
And it'll be interesting to see whether it's for the better or for the worse.
Yep.
But time will tell. A long ways to go before a new Naughty Dog game or Last of Us Season 3 on HBO. So we will update you probably later next year when we find out more.
All right. Well, on that note, we need to leave entertainment and go to our third and final portion of the show. It is time for the non-fortune cookie odd news.
We've been talking about cool and its ramifications and how it applies to the hip scene. But maybe you could give us some examples now of the opposite of cool, uncool. Just exactly what is uncool?
My nipples look like milk duds.
Holy shnikes.
It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news.
It's not of this world. I don't know exactly what it is or what it's doing, but this is not human intelligence, okay? It's not human intelligence we're facing.
How you doing? Me? I'm doing great.
Manda basata. I don't make this stuff up.
I'll take a pound of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts. That'll be $4, baby. You want fries with that?
I seen the celery dance across the baseball fields.
You had me at meat tornado.
No, go past this part. In fact, never play this again.
Okay. What does that mean?
And now it's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news.
So sit back, get everything you need to get from the kitchen. Be sure and empty the bladders, go to the bathroom, because you're in for a hell of a ride.
Odd news.
That's right, everyone. It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news here in this segment. Rich researches the news, he reads the news, and I react to the news. He finds a weird and wacky story and keeps it hidden from me, which ensures that all of my reactions are my genuine gut reactions to hearing this story for the very first time. I don't know what's about to happen. You guys don't know what's about to happen. And even Rich doesn't know what's about to happen because these stories always take us down wacky and wild paths. And I'm ready to get started. Where are we heading to?
Now, who is this guy in Florida?
It's Florida, and they're crazy. All is right with the universe. We're back in Florida in the odd news.
That is correct.
All right. So what's going on in the dong of America?
Is a good way to phrase that. We are following the case of 32-year-old Anthony Smith.
Okay. That's a pretty average name.
That's a generic name I've heard.
That is a generic name.
Tony Smith?
Yeah. I mean, come on. That's like as generic as they get. The only thing that could make it more generic is if his first name was John.
Yeah.
So I'm immediately worried because he's so average right now.
Yep. Well, what he did, though, was not average here. That is because on Thursday afternoon, a witness dialed 911 to report a suspicious individual with his sexual organs exposed.
Well, it was very erotic. Yes, indeed. It was erotic.
Can't have those sexual organs just flopping around now.
Yeah. That is when they noticed that he was in the vicinity of the Children's Museum of the Treasure Coast.
No.
Yeah. So so the police had to rush over there to stop him before he could do anything. Luckily, though, the museum was closed. It was Thursday afternoon, so there was no actual children there. But the police had to rush there immediately to confront Mr. Smith here. He tried to evade them, but he was tackled outside of the Children's Museum of the Treasure Coast. So he didn't get far. He's not a good runner.
No.
Anthony Smith did not make
He
it
had
very
too much
far.
stuff flopping around.
As a result, the police were able to take a complete inventory of what he had on.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is where it gets real weird, right?
Yep. I've got the full list here. Are you ready?
I guess as I'll ever be.
All right. This is in the police report. So
Okay.
they noted that 32-year-old Anthony Smith was walking around Thursday afternoon in front of the Children's Museum of the Theater Coast with the following: wearing fake breasts.
Well, it was very erotic. Yes, indeed. It was erotic.
Women's lingerie, the bottoms of which were of the thong variety, and left his genitals fully exposed.
Let's get to bashing butts as well as D's nuts.
Of the thong variety. Why couldn't they just say he was wearing a thong?
I don't know. This is how they get money. They get paid by the word.
Right. It's based on word count.
Yeah.
Women's underwear of the thong variety.
The bottoms of which
were
of the thong variety.
So many words.
Yeah.
To say he was wearing a thong.
Yeah.
Wow.
They got their money's worth on that one.
Yeah, it's like the chief of police was like, I need a 1-page essay, and they were 3/4 of a page. So now they're just they got to fill it out a little bit, you know.
How to extend the word thong.
They're in there putting double spaces between between each sentence.
Yeah. Okay. More list here. They said that he also had a wig of long black hair. So,
okay.
Hello.
Well, it was very erotic. Yes, indeed. It was erotic.
He also had a ring that was wrapped around his balls.
Oh, my balls!
Oh yeah,
Oh,
like
jeez.
I love the description here. The ring that is used for arousal purposes.
The ring that is used for arousal purposes.
I've got balls of steel.
They really are going for word count.
Yep. The ring that is used for arousal purposes.
All right.
Yeah, that's in the police report.
This is quite the getup.
Yeah.
Oh, my balls!
So a thong and a ring around his. There's a lot of tightness going on down there.
Yeah, he enjoys it.
I guess so.
I've got balls of steel.
He must.
And to top it off, he had a rectal plug that was attached to a black foxtail that was protruding from his posterior.
Oh, no.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Let's get to bashing butts as well as D's nuts.
That is an outfit.
Yes.
Right there. So he's got fake breasts. He's got a thong, a foxtail butt plug.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, and a wig and a ring around his balls.
Yes.
What?
That's a get-up.
That is a get-up. You said this was a Thursday afternoon?
Yes, on a Thursday afternoon.
He's like, well, it's 2 p.m. Time to hit the town with my foxy tail. Like, come on, man. Oh, my goodness.
Yes. What is happening in Florida?
Oh, I guess you could say you had yourself a man-witch. Yeah. Ooh.
That's what was happening downstairs.
Yeah.
Between all that constriction going on.
So after the police tackled him and they got him standing up, they asked him, so what was going on today? Smith replied that, quote, he suffers from some sort of sexual addiction in which engaging in lewd behavior arouses him.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Very good. Yes, yes.
Is that his excuse? But he seems to know that it's not correct.
Yeah. He definitely gets off on the fact that this is all taboo.
I mean, he calls it lewd behavior, so I think he knows that it's not, like, socially acceptable.
Yeah, he definitely knows that.
Yeah.
So In post-arrest comments, Smith also further explained that current pornography does not suffice my sexual desires.
Yikes.
Whoa.
Time out. There's so much out there he couldn't find anything.
Oh, now you fucked up. You have fucked up now.
Woo.
Wow. I just can't
There's
imagine.
nothing for you
There's
out there?
nothing? He
the
couldn't
whole internet.
The whole internet at your fingertips. You couldn't find a single clip photo.
Sounds like first world problems.
Yeah, right?
This is first.
He's like, "Ugh, when you have so much porn at your fingertips, it all just looks the same. I gotta get a foxtail butt plug now. Like, what?
I don't know why you went with a Valley Girl accent.
I don't know why either. This is Florida. He definitely doesn't sound like that.
I mean, unless he's like trying to do like
You said first world problems, so I imagine the most first world person that I can think of.
That would fit kind of like a tranny kind of, you know, not like, you know,
a tranny,
like not kink shaming or anything, but
Rich,
it kind of fits.
Oh my God. Yeah, it would.
Like,
This is true first world problems. You're right. You're right.
So, you know.
Oh my goodness. So I just can't believe that he couldn't find a single thing.
You do you, but you should do you in the privacy of your own home.
You're telling me he has nothing in the spank bank that he can just pull up and just...
That's what he says. He says current pornography does not suffice my sexual desires.
Also, why does he sound like a villain? Like, current pornography does not suffice to satiate my sexual desires. Like, what is he saying?
This is actually the new villain for Bond 25.
Right? Like, read it again. It's like, it's so formal. Current pornography.
Mr. Bond, the current pornography materials do not suffice my sexual desires, Mr. Bond.
Like, he couldn't say I just couldn't get off to porn. Like, why is everything from the police report to his description, everything is so formal? It really does make him sound like a villain, like a Bond villain in a suit, you know?
Well, he's not in a suit.
No, he's in the
he's in the bottoms
he's
of
a different kind of
thong
suit.
the bottoms of a thong variety.
Right. And a foxy butt plug.
Yeah, don't forget about that.
Wow. Okay then.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's what happens, kids. When you watch too much porn, you end up with a foxtail butt plug.
If you're in Florida.
If you're in Florida.
The porn in the sun will melt your brain.
It just scrambles it like eggs.
Yeah.
Don't go down there.
He also clarified, quote, I do not want to violate my morals by having sexual relations before marriage.
Dude, what?
By using a female.
What?
Is he like...
What are you using?
Yeah. And like, is he also trying to be like, oh, I'm not like gay or anything. Like, definitely a female. Like, what is that statement?
What? So wait, so he doesn't want to violate his morals. But parading around a children's museum with a foxtail butt plug, that's in the moral code.
That's fine.
That's A-okay.
And of course, if I was going to go down that route, it would be with a female. I love that part at the end.
Just to be clear, it would be with a woman.
I know I have a butt plug in me, but this is definitely, I'm definitely straight.
I know I'm wearing women's clothes and have a butt plug. And apparently the porn is not taboo enough for me, even though the internet is the internet. But yeah, he had to clarify that.
When
he's like, despite all the visual evidence, don't worry.
When he's giving the statement, like, what are the police doing? Just like, keep letting him talk. Let him just bury the hole deeper.
He's going on this whole song and dance, and the cops are going, uh-huh.
Yeah, very good.
They're just scribbling notes as furiously as they can.
No. It's not at all what you think.
That's exactly what that statement reads like.
Yeah. It would be with a female, of course.
Of course. Of course. Just ignore the foxtail.
Oh,
wow.
Man.
Oh boy.
What a getup. What a character, this whole thing.
That's Florida for you.
Anthony Smith, his name might be basic, but he's not.
I knew I was right to be worried when he had the most basic name ever.
Do you think there's a correlation there? The more basic the name, the weirder the odd news story?
Unfortunately not, because I remember one name specifically. We had an odd news perp whose name was Cherry Waffles.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
That's right. Yes.
So there is no correlation. Just like the odd news itself, it is random and chaotic.
True.
You could be John Smith and be crazy. You could be Cherry Waffles and be normal. You could be Cherry Waffles and be crazy. You could be John Smith and be normal. Unfortunately, there's no correlation, but I just felt it in my heart that it was going to be weird.
Yep. All right, so the finale of this, he's been charged with exposure of sexual organs and resisting arrest. Those are both misdemeanors. He has spent the past week in the county jail, and he will have a future court appearance later in the month.
Different kind of butt plug in the jail.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Let's get to bashing butts as well as these nuts.
I'm so stupid.
What an outfit to go out on a Thursday afternoon.
And the crazy thing is that he has to get in the back of a cop car dressed like that.
Yeah, he has to arrive at the prison.
Yeah. Do you think they let him take out the foxtail? Or do you think he had to ride the whole way to the jail with that?
Oh my God, I don't know. That's.
There's just so much happening in the southern region between the plug, the ring, the thong. Everything is just like jammed up in there, you know? That cannot be comfortable.
All up in there.
All up in there. That sounds terrible. That sounds awful.
I don't know. For him, though, it gets him off. I don't know what else to tell you.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, the porn just doesn't do it anymore.
No, current pornography.
Current pornography does not suffice to satiate his sexual desires.
Yeah. So
he has the urge.
That's a hell of an urge.
That's what that statement sounded like.
This cannot be made good. It's shameful. It's a shameful, shameful day.
What a getup. That is some decisions.
That is the official uniform of Florida, is what it is.
That's very uncomfortable for all the men. Oof.
Florida's uncomfortable, just full stop. If you're in Florida, you're uncomfortable.
But that's taking it up a notch.
That's taking it up a notch or two.
A couple notches.
Right up the butt.
Oh. That's not good.
All right.
Yeah, that's enough. Enough butt jokes. We need to start wrapping this up. We're doing too many butt jokes.
Yeah.
But look, that was a true story. I don't know what to tell you. That is a ridiculous. Like, this man thought it would be fun. It would be fun just to go out like that.
He's like, look, the internet porn isn't doing it for me. I gotta.
It's actually the internet's fault.
Yeah.
You guys aren't making the porn good enough.
Right. Come on, internet, step your game up.
Yeah. All right. Well, for you guys, though, we know that you guys on the internet know how to treat a podcast. So thank you guys for supporting us as we continue to venture along in our little show. If you like what you heard, make sure you go to our website, thecrispynoodle.com. Make sure you follow us on all the social media stuff. But most importantly, make sure you have a way to get the podcast sent to you every week. Two main ways to do it. First one is on our YouTube page. Go to our YouTube page, Crispy Noodle Podcast. Hit that subscribe button, and you'll get the podcast sent to your YouTube account every week. Second main way to do it is we put the podcast up on Spotify, so you can watch us directly on Spotify, but you can also put Spotify on in the background and listen to us as an audio-only podcast. And if you use Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, you can take us on the go with you. So if you want us to be the storyteller as you're driving around Florida, you can do that as well, or anywhere else in the States. You can take us on the go with you using Android Auto and Apple CarPlay.
That's right. So many ways to check out the Crispy Noodle Podcast. But if you need to get in touch with us individually to share your sports, entertainment, or odd news stories, you can find us on Blue Sky. I'm at Mikey Costanzo, MikeyCostanzo.
And I am at Rich Liebig, RichLiebig. Find us on Blue Sky. Let us know what's happening. If there's a topic you want us to talk about on next week's episode, let us know on there. And if we use your topic, we'll give you a sausage shout out. Because why the hell not?
Yeah, absolutely.
We got them. We might as well use them. So you go.
We have an infinite reserve of sausage shout-outs.
Yeah, so we'll use that for you if you give us a topic for next week's episode. But for right now, this has been the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. That'll do it. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.
Later. Bye-bye, all you fine peoples. Good night.
Some of us have great stories, pretty stories that take place at lakes with boats and friends and noodle salad. A lot of people, that's their story. Good times, noodle salad.